This is the Shadow Experience. I'm Ray.
I'm Grim.
Every week, we chase the things most people pretend they didn't see.
Ghosts, legends, the unexplained, the nope category.
Lights off, volume up. Welcome to the dark.
Let's
Let's
begin.
begin. Hello, Shadow fam. Welcome to another glorious episode. We're bringing it back a little bit. We will be talking about the clear senses for the next however many weeks.
To start with, we're going to jump into clairvoyance, the visual of the clairsense. Sometimes just
Mm-hmm.
seeing things, you think you're going insane at times. Would
Oh
you
yeah,
agree with that?
100%. Yeah. Like I referenced earlier for the people who weren't here, because we have nonchalant paranormal conversations in Discord, definitely check it out. Um, I have moments late at night when the lights are off, it's quiet. I have a robe hanging off our bathroom door, and sometimes my brain goes, I know it's a robe, but my brain also thinks it's a man standing there wearing my robe. I
Have you
totally get
found
it.
that shadow that you were going to charge rent for?
No, I have not. Let's not talk about it because I've already listened to my cat growl. I
Oh, great.
don't even I keep checking like okay, he's behind me. What is he growling at? The
But
lights are off, which says
anyways,
ambience.
anyways, let's dive into this here. So, clairvoyance, meaning clair seeing, it is claimed psychic ability to perceive information about objects, people, locations, or even through extrasensory perception (ESP) rather than physical. So, just being able to see things that you should not be able to see,
Yeah.
or not everyone can.
Yeah. And I mean, it can be as simple as in a meditative state, you start seeing, images or depictions or colors. Some people believe having really vivid dreams can be a form of clairvoyance. Different paranormal methods, Estes method, your senses are almost
Deprived.
non-existent. Yeah. So seeing things is normal. There's other methods like that where you see even more so. There's drawing methods that have clairvoyance to them. I mean, there's literally you're just in your car one day going home from work and you get a mental image of something.
Now, for those that are not in the mental, like you could see physically, like they're standing there,
Mhm.
always like try to look at it again, try to see if it was just your mind playing tricks on you or if it was just a shadow of something there. Like with for raisins, she knows it's a rope. Try to debunk everything because having that little bit of skepticism is good.
Yeah. I literally had a moment today where I was in the middle of doing dinner a little while ago, and when the sun was still out, it looked like something ran across our porch. And I can't be 100% certain something didn't run across our porch because me leaning forward, I didn't see anything, but I seen like a brief like movement.
And,
I
and
don't know.
I know Ray, you're the same way as me on this. Anytime, like in the corner of my vision, of something that is not moving starts moving, I look.
Oh yeah, I'm
You're,
chasing it. Like what was that?
yeah, it's just an instant trigger for me. What was that? It could be just even at work. I'm seeing like a tow motor drive by, and I didn't see it drive in front of me. I looked to see what was going on. It's just a knee jerk reaction. For things happen though. So, if you're part of the family from a few years ago, we did this before, but we did all of the clairsents. We're going to do one at a time, and we're going to play a game with you. It's put a finger down. And
Okay.
how this works is Ray's going to read something off. If it pertains to you, put a finger down. I want to see what your guys' scores are in the comments.
Okay, guys, we are going to do a little put a finger down play, little game
We'll play with you
to
guys too.
see, yes, to see if you relate to the clairvoyant side of the clairs. So if you're ready, fingers up. Got a question of 10. Okay. Put a finger down if you have ever had a dream that later came true. I'm trying to think if I have. I'm not gonna put a finger down because I don't
Don't
100%
know
know.
100%. I
Yeah.
have.
Um
That's
Story time?
We'll do that at a later time. After
Okay.
all this.
Gotcha. Okay. Number 2. Put a finger down if you have ever felt like you could see events happening from far away. Okay, so we're opposite for the first two. That's totally fine. Okay, number three, put a finger down if you have ever experienced sudden flashes of images or symbols without knowing why. My lord.
That's going to be another, because you and me have had one together
Yes, yep, we have shared a flash of image.
multiple times.
Next, yeah. Um, Number four, put a finger down if you believe you have strong intuitive senses about people or situations. Number five, I almost said number four. Number five, put a finger down if you've ever sensed the presence of a spirit or unseen energy. Yes. Number six, put a finger down if you've ever received information about someone or something without being told. Absolutely.
Yes, kind of. I did talk about that in the questionnaire.
Yep. Number seven, put a finger down if you have ever used meditation or quiet reflection to enhance your psychic abilities. Yes.
We do that in Discord if you want to join us in Discord.
Yes. Number eight, put a finger down if you've ever felt overwhelmed or drained after being around certain people or places. Put a finger down if you ever had a vision or mental image that helped you make an important decision. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Put a finger down if you have ever felt a connection to a higher spiritual power or universal energy. Yes. I would say
Again,
universal. I would say
universal energy,
universal
yeah.
energy.
Universal
Yes.
energy.
I'm gonna throw a random one in here because I have a list of signs. So we'll give it a little. Let's give it a couple more. Um, Put a finger down if you're super sensitive to your environment. I would say yeah. Put a finger down if you see auras. Put a finger down if you are known to daydream. All right, we'll do one more. Put a finger down if you can sense or notice overall atmosphere of a room changing, which can also be a little empathetic. There we go. Can be a
They're
little
sentient.
empathetic. Yes, there are a lot of them that dip into the other senses. But for the most part, clairvoyance is about clear sight, mental sight, tapping into your third eye, visual stuff, seeing numbers repeatedly, seeing angel numbers repeatedly, seeing the number seven.
Yeah, so remember when we said that we had the image that we shared together?
Yes,
It was
yes, 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 yes.
never ending. I mean, it went on for months.
Yeah,
And
months.
anytime we used Spirit Talker, anytime we used a Spirit Box, the number seven always appeared to us. And we
Always.
could never figure out what it was.
It's funny though, because I'm back to seeing a number repeatedly, which you've known about because it's been a repeated thing over the
Yeah,
last like 2 years.
yeah.
Um, I see 1234 all the time, and it's now gotten to a point where I'm seeing 234 repeatedly. But the funny thing about it is my husband knows how often I see this number. He'll go, "Honey, it's 1234." Like, shut up. I'm already aware.
You set your alarm for 12:34 a.m.
Literally.
That'd be funny. That would be funny for your husband to do.
But I have been seeing that for the last probably 2 years. Like I am hyper aware of when it's 1234. I see it everywhere.
At least it's not 24:38.
Sorry.
All right, so back to what clairvoyance is. So, how clairvoyance is claimed to work: mental imagery, internal. Clairvoyant often described receiving flashing of scenes, symbols, or images in their mind's eye, similar to watching a movie. External visions: some practitioners report seeing auras, energy fields, or spirits as an overlay on the physical world. Remote viewing: this involves obtaining information about a location, person, or event that is far away or otherwise hidden.
Yep.
Symbolic interpretation: insights may appear as symbols that need interpreting, sometimes aided by tools like quartz spheres or scrying in smoke or water. Ray can get into that a little bit more because I'm more on the technical, like tools aspect of the paranormal investigation. I'm really good and smart about that stuff. Ray is more knowledgeable by a long stride on the practitioner
Like
aspect.
divination side of
Yeah.
things, yeah.
And types of insight: it includes precognition, seeing the future, and retrogression.
Speaking of seeing the past, the past life
Past life
regression stuff.
regressions.
Listen, if you actually meditation is such a powerful tool in general. I feel like it connects you and opens you up and spiritually I think it's such a beautiful thing. Past life regression is such a powerful form of meditation that I mean, even if you don't believe in it, even if meditation just try it once.
I will say
I think it's
because
great.
we've done it a couple times, myself
Yeah.
and Ray, and it does get emotional. Like it gets real emotional because you actually feel the emotional burden. That there's major emotional burden going on. There was one me that was more emotional. The other Ray knows exactly which one it was.
Yep.
But and if you really believe in it, I agree. Do a past life regression. If you wanted it for us to host one for you, that way you have somewhere to talk to about it. We can do that too. It's a wonderful thing, eye opening for sure. Get to know about your past self, the things that your past self did, things that you could change in your life. That way you don't repeat it. As philosophers say, history, learning history is the best thing to not repeat it. Now, the key aspect of clairvoyance. The third eye is often associated with the activation of the sixth chakra or third eye, allowing for psychic rather than physical development. Proponents suggest that it can be delivered through meditation, guided visualization, training. Context, while viewed as a spiritual gift by some, it is generally considered a form of psi or paranormal ability in parapsychology, often lacking scientific replicable evidence
Mhm.
and distinction. It differs from clairaudience, which is hearing, and claircognizance. Clairvoyance is frequently categorized as the sixth sense. Ray, can you
Yes,
go
Scarlet.
into a little bit on the symbolic interpretation, trying and smoke or water or aided,
What
being aided by
scrying?
quartz spheres?
Um, so I don't do a whole lot with like crystal using that as a added tool. But smoke scrying is just lighting something, letting it get to a state of where there's consistent smoke. And just looking into it and just focusing, you kind of get in that state of where like you dissociate pretty much because you're just staring at one thing consistently and you'll see images within it. There's also water scrying, just putting a whole bunch of water in a bowl and just staring into it. You can do it with a mirror as well, though I have a whole thing about mirrors. um Listen, not a fan.
A long,
um
long time ago, Ray tasked me with trying a mirror scrying,
yeah.
and it was not fun.
Eh, Um, I definitely think the smoke one is really cool. People do like tea leaves, candle, like wax, burning the candle down to a wax, the wax state, and the wax will form an image. There's a lot of different types of scrying. Um, there is a writing method of you just going into a like meditative state and writing down stuff as it
Isn't
comes
there
to you.
also a drawing method too? Like,
Yes. I have not done the drawing one, I have done the writing one. When I did it, I just called it ghost hand because I was essentially like, use me to tell me what you want. I was also 11. Scrying is a, really cool tool. Definitely do research, find one that you are comfortable with and not just going into them and then going, I'm confused. I don't like this. Because I have not done tea leaf reading. My sister-in-law has, and both of us looked at it and were very confused. Um, I have done wax, and I have done flame scrying, which is just having a fire and you stare into the flames and see stuff. I
I've
think
done
it's
that one
it's
without
interesting.
trying to do that one. Just sitting at a bonfire, and I just look into the fire, and I start
And
seeing.
dissociate.
Yep, I just start seeing some random ass things going in through the flames. Huh?
Mhm.
Clairvoyance, the ability to see, a gift, if you will, of seeing things that can't be through mental or physical sight.
Mhm.
If you have it, and you want to go into it more, I definitely urge you to practice more into it. Meditate, definitely. Ray had told me this one before. Go into meditation. Put yourself into that state of what do you smell, what do you hear,
Yep, just run through your senses with yourself.
build on that because it's a definitely a powerful tool to use in your explosion.
Mhm.
As all the senses,
Right.
all the six, seven senses.
Oh god. Mhm. There's several of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and we're going to every week we're going to go through another one.
Yeah.
But now it's time for a question that we had got on a previous video. And if
Yes.
you guys ever have any questions, please leave them in the comments. We're going to highlight them, like this one right here down in the bottom
Sure.
here. And it's absolutely amazing question. I'm actually real curious as to what you think about the question though, Ray.
Yes.
It is definitely a interesting. I'd like to learn what type of things you can that could be a video. I feel schizo, but maybe it's paranormal, spooky stuff though. And this
Oh,
is by
that's
Volzer6932. Volzer, I
Thank you
love
for
the
the question.
questions.
One. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Question, statement, idea. Yeah.
But oh man. So you can see all sorts of things. You can see images. You can see signs, as for an example of signs, seeing multiple ravens. That's a sign. Seeing multiple of anything could be a sign. You can see people that aren't actually there. These that aren't there. But it could be paranormal. It could be just your mind playing tricks on you. Go into it with a little bit of skepticism, try to debunk it, and try to recreate what you saw. It's going to be a little hard doing it when you're driving down the road and you see something, but trying to find the right way to putting this, I would say 9 times out of 10 is just your mind playing on you. You just came from something scary. You just watched a scary movie and you just got that in your head. I had the whole after I went and watched the new Final Destination movie in theaters. I swear every time I turned around the corner, I was seeing a way I'm going to die and walk out alive. So it's just it all depends on what you do as well. That could make your mind be playing.
It's such the question, statement, idea. I don't know how to actually like phrase what it is. I appreciate it so much because of what it is in its entirety. Um, and why it's such a complex thought, and the answer, my opinion, is also like complicated. Um,
This one's a
yeah.
doozy. This one is
um,
definitely a doozy.
yeah. So there are, yes, there are a lot of times where it could be paranormal, but also it can, yeah, your brain imagines, your brain fills spaces with something so the images are complete. Sometimes you'll see something out of the corner of your eye. I myself believe that is something. I don't go, oh well, you just, something passed by, or oh, that was my brain. No, I feel like seeing stuff out of the corner of your eye is the most raw state of seeing something paranormal. Um, Especially for people who can't see. It's hard to debunk or go, test. In my opinion, I think it's hard to test things if you see something on whether knowing that your brain playing a trick on you, or if you're actually just seeing a shadow walk by.
In the state that we are as people, cannot prove or disprove any of it. There's no like hard evidence of what you're seeing is actually a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a video, but so can AI.
I think the biggest thing is, in a lot of situations, that's up to you whether you believe for a fact what you just seen was paranormal, or you lean more on the skeptic side, or however you want to look at it, of what I just seen was obviously like not real. That was my brain was filling a space, or the 100% that was not something you conjured up mentally. That was, you just watched a woman walk by. You just watched, it's hard. And a great example,
The shadow behind
especially, yes, great example. I constantly freak
me.
myself out with that. No, when you are laying down to go to bed, you're in such a raw mental state, especially if exhaustion is involved in it, and your brain will conjure things to fill that space, especially the more tired you are. It's the same thing when you wake up. Sometimes when you wake up in the middle of the night, it could be purely a sleep response state. Um, if you know, or you've experienced paranormal things within that location, you lean more towards it's probably paranormal. I have been in locations that are haunted or known to have paranormal experiences, and when you wake up in the middle of the night, or as you're waking up or you're going to sleep and you see something leave the room, it's really hard for me to go, my brain was just filling a space right there. Clearly, I did not just watch a woman leave. Like,
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is trust yourself and trust your instincts and believe what you yourself choose to believe, unless it's very obvious that your brain went, I just seen a clown shimmy up the wall. It's hard. It's
Why?
a very
Why
I
clowns?
don't know.
Why clowns?
I
What
don't
the
know. I don't-
Ray?
It's hard because I'm also terrified of them, so I got a visual of it. But it's
I don't
hard.
want to see
It's
it
hard.
climbing up a wall. So
It's a very good thought to go down. I would say explore it. If there's if you're just feeling schizo because you're experiencing this but you don't understand it, trust yourself. Look more into it. Try yourself to internalize and debunk it in a way that you can. Um, if I see something, I'll literally sit down in the middle of my room, pull out a few tools, and just talk to the space. Or I'll acknowledge out loud, like, okay, clearly I seen this. Stop back by, say hi. I do charge rent. Um, I would just trust yourself. Trust you.
This is why we do this podcast. Things that we've learned through the time of us doing paranormal investigation, divinity work, or anything like that. We've learned a little bit, and we haven't even touched a percent of things that are actually out there. We don't even know a percent are out there. No one does. That's the biggest thing is no one even knows of the real deal of the paranormal.
Right.
We're just two believers in the paranormal that want to learn more
Mm-hmm.
about it. So having questions like this here, it makes us think about how to really react to that or even think. So again, your name again, Bolzer. Thank you so much for the question. Greatly appreciate it. And that's interesting. I would like to learn more about what you saw.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to jump in the Discord at any time, please. Like, I would love to learn more about that. If you get into a call with me and Ray, or just anyone in the Discord when we're in calls, or just in a call yourself, be really interesting to hear your guys' stories.
Mm-hmm. And definitely more questions. We love the questions.
We love them.
Even if, we're just two humans that experience life, so do not hold anything that we say on a pedestal. We are experiencing this along with you guys. Um, we've went to places and we've learned some stuff about ourselves. I mean, even to continue the thought about seeing things, Grim and I have been to places and he's seen something and I didn't see it at all, or I've seen something and he didn't see it. Sometimes it's, dealer's choice. It's literally you'll experience something and nobody else in the group experiences it, or there's situations where we all together seeing something.
Yeah, yeah. That. Yep. We're not going to talk about that one. Whispers Estate. Can't wait for the compilation of that.
Yep.
That's going to be a doozy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
All right, well, you guys, that is going to be it for Clairvoyance. I hope you guys learned a little bit with us. I learned a little bit about myself by doing the fingers down. Let us know how many fingers you had down, and
Let us know how many fingers you have.
I said down. I said
I know.
down,
I know.
but let us know what outcome you guys had for the fingers down game, and if you have any other questions, please. I would love to read those questions, all sorts of input. And well, guys, that is it for today. Stay spooky.
Bye.